Baker Jacinto, and we're going to be covering how to quit your 9 to 5 job in a small amount of time and replace that with internet income in this live Google Hangout. Now we have some slides lined up, and we're going to give a ton of value in this webinar, so I want you to stay until the very end, but we're going to give it a couple minutes so everybody can get on, so everybody can get the total webinar and they don't miss out on the beginning. So we're going to wait a couple minutes for that. Baker, is there anything you want to cover at the beginning?
No, I just want to say I'm super excited to be here. As always, the intention of this is to really provide you guys with tremendous amount of value. I believe that in our industry there's so much stuff that sometimes you will get overwhelmed with too much information, but the intention is to provide you with value that's effective so that you can start using it inside of your business, with whatever business you're involved in at this moment.
That's perfect. I agree. It's easy to get overwhelmed with a lot of information because everybody's always trying to give value. Everybody's always trying to teach something. But the key is teaching something that someone can apply immediately and see results. Because honestly, results are the only thing that matters. And that's what we're going to talk about today, is getting results. Let's see, we got Richard.
Exactly. So, I mean, as long as we have people, you know, really focused on, okay, what's going to work for getting results, you know, then our goals are met. Because I believe that's our main goal and our intention is to get people results faster and quicker so they don't have to get overwhelmed with tons of information outside of this space.
Exactly. I think I just sent out the link for people to join the Hangout and be on the panel. I'm going to send out the link for people to watch it.
Okay.
Let me see if I can find it.
Yeah, so, you know, me and Nick have been working together successfully just recently, you know, a couple of, what is it, a couple months now, and we've been having consistently, guys, $400 days where we've been applying a lot of these time management techniques that are super effective. And so, you know, what's really important is, you know, when you do have time to spend your time on the internet, because our time is valuable and your time is super valuable as well. And when you're on the internet, you definitely want to spend the time on activities that are going to get you the quicker results, right? Because a lot of times people spend time on the internet kind of lollygagging and not really spending time on what's working. And so this is what this webinar's intention is to get you guys results quicker.
Let's see. Okay. I posted that one on Facebook.
Awesome.
Whenever it's broadcasting, it's live on YouTube. So that's the link that I should have sent out, but I sent the join link.
Okay.
One second.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm good to go.
Awesome.
All right, perfect.
Cool.
Okay, is your screen the one that's showing on yours?
Yeah.
Okay. see. All right, you want me to go ahead and start with this slide?
Yeah, where to start?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So first we're going to talk about effective time management and how to spend your time on the internet, because I think that's a huge problem with a lot of people, is to know what to work on. Know where to spend your energy, spend your time. And I think one of the main problems is people get on Facebook and they start scrolling through their timeline. They start getting lost watching videos on YouTube. It's very easy to get distracted because that's, advertising. You see it all over the place. But the main thing is knowing exactly what you're going to be doing online before you actually get online. So have it planned out what you're going to be doing. You don't want to sit online for 5 hours only doing about an hour of work, because you could do an hour of work and then you could spend the rest of those 4 hours doing something else that's productive. So like it says, less is more. Instead of being on the internet for 5 hours just doing watered down work, not really being effective, you can combine that into 1 hour of just pure productivity, just doing it very effective, doing things fast, and getting things done. So focus on things that are in short periods of time, because it'll lead to greater results. And we're all about results here, because that's truly the only thing that matters. If you're not getting results in something, then you have to change things up. You have to do something different, because it doesn't matter what you're doing if you're not getting results. Nobody will care what you're doing if you're not getting results. That's the main thing we're going to talk about today. It's just getting results in a short amount of time. You got anything to add, Baker?
Well, just to add to that is the more you focus on laser-focused activities that we're going to share with you here, the more your results are going to grow over time, because you're going to have a residual effect of the focused energy and time you spend on those specific tasks that actually produce results.
Exactly. I agree. Okay, so 2 key things you should focus on consistently is, number 1, adding value for your audience. And this is important because when you add value to your audience, they're going to see that you truly care about them, that you have a passion for helping people, that you really do want to build other people up, instead of you're not going out just screwing people over. You're truly there to help people. And when you add value to the world, it'll come back to you. So you want to truly focus on just giving out that value and being a person of value. So let's say you're on Facebook right now and you post status updates. And I was told by a mentor of mine that instead of posting a bunch of different status updates and a bunch of different sharing videos, sharing these inspirational quotes, he told me that less is better. You don't want to be posting all the time, every hour, every 20 minutes. You want to post something that will inspire others. If it doesn't inspire other people, then I want you to really think about what you're posting. Does it really affect any of your audience? If you post something on Facebook and it doesn't brighten up someone's day, do you really think it's worth posting? Because every day I get on Facebook and I have something typed out and I sit there and I'm like, okay, is this actually going to help somebody? Is this going to make somebody feel better about their day or get them through a struggle? And if it doesn't, I usually erase it. And I erase more statuses than I post. And that's why I have good engagement with the people that follow me. And number 2 is getting your offer seen by 100 people a day. And this ties in with the law of averages, is that if you talk to a certain amount of people a day, so let's say 100, you talk to 100 people a day, and you can get 1 person in every 50 people you talk to, so 100 would be 2 people. And let's say you want to get 3 people in, so you're going to get your offer seen by 150 people a day. And that's just pure internet marketing. That's just conversions. You want to get your offer seen by tons of people, because the more people, the more quality people that see your offer, the more likely it will convert them into buyers. And that way you can help them, do their thing and get more buyers as well. It's just duplication.
Exactly, and so that's what you really want, is the key word there is duplication. And so to get there, like Nick was saying, is basically you guys have to get your offer seen by at least 100 eyeballs, quality eyeballs a day, so that your conversions, because the problem we're seeing a lot now, and I've been in the industry for about 4 years, but now what people are starting to understand is the idea that, traffic is just not, all traffic is not good traffic. You've got to be able to get these hundreds into quality eyeballs that are looking at something that they already know they need. They just need to go ahead and take action and get it. So getting your offer seen by 100 people a day is one of the very, very important things you need to really consider and take into account when you are focused on your income producing activity.
All right. Adding value, what daily task you should do to add value to your audience. Now this is very important. I want you guys to pay attention. Adding value consistently, you'll be seen as the expert or the authority figure. And what that means is people are going to be seeing you providing value, teaching people things, helping others, and they're going to look at you and they're going to think of you as some, not as a guru. That's kind of a negative word. I don't like the word guru, but they will think of you as some authority figure that really knows what you're doing. So if you want a fan base of people that look up to you, then consistently give value on a daily basis. Don't don't think of yourself as, you know, egotistical or anything. Just look at yourself as someone who knows what they're doing, they're an expert, and they're out there to help people. And eventually people will come to you for help, they'll ask you for suggestions, and that's when you start building connections and you start building a fan base. That's really important. So number one is commit to shooting one video a day. And this builds trust and likability. And this is something I learned a long time ago when I first started, is that the quickest way to being famous on the internet is just by making tons of videos. Because you make these videos, and then let's say you make one video a day for like a year or something like that. And then you go to a marketing event, and you have people there that they'll reach out to you and be like, oh, Nick, I know who you are. I've seen your videos, because you have streaming videos of yourself on the internet, and you've never even met these people. So you just have so much content on the internet. People are going to see it as long as you monetize it right. You know, get that engagement, provide value on Facebook. Once you get that following, these people are going to follow you. They're going to be a loyal fan base that's going to buy whatever you're offering. So number two is create a Facebook fan page, add value, and engage with your audience. One post a day. And what that means is just consistently post something on your fan page. And my issue is that I'll have a fan page and then I'll kind of forget about it. It's hard to be consistent because, you know, you start to forget about things, you start to get distracted. But if you can be consistent, the power of consistency is ridiculous. You'll eventually see results. You might not see results the first week. You might have nobody seeing your post, and then eventually over time you have all these people liking it. You have all these comments, you have all these followers, and that's the best thing ever. Because when you post something that really, you know, touches your heart, something that you really mean, and you have all of these people raving over it, that's the best feeling in the world. You'll love that feeling, I promise. You got anything to add to that, Baker?
Absolutely, and I believe that, you know, when people come to me and they ask me, well, I don't have any value to share, I see that's complete crap, because everybody has some sort of value to share. Even when you join a company, it could be company XYZ, it doesn't even matter what company you're joining. They will have somewhere in there some series of video training modules or some content that you could easily learn, study just a little bit, and then all you have to do is regurgitate your personal interpretation of that, whatever you learned right there. So basically that right there is value for people who don't even know about that stuff. So it's about just learning, implementing, and then teaching it, and then that becoming the value that you provide. And the other type of value that you could provide is like inspirational quotes or something like that, or motivational things that you personally like and that have helped you, and just share it with other people, because whatever you give out tends to give back. So you're going to start to attract, via law of attraction, the people that are interested also in being inspired and empowered.
All right, so we're going to talk about getting your offer seen. And number one is get your offer seen by 100 a day, which we've already talked about, and these are going to be different methods of being able to do that. So first we got 10 Facebook messages daily, and if you apply this every day, that's going to build up. You're going to have these connections. So go back to the law of averages. You message 10 people a day, and you make 1 to 2 good connections from those 10 messages. You know, that's really valuable. You know, you span that over a week, a month. That's a handful of very good connections that will follow you, that could either help you or you could help them. You know, it goes either way. So be consistent with that and you'll see results. And let's say day number 1 you message 10 new people, then day number 2 you follow up with those 10 new people. Day number 3 you message 10 new people, day 4 you follow up with those people, etc. So you go on, and you consistently follow up with these people because let's say you build this great connection with someone and they're somewhat interested in your product, they're thinking about joining you, and then they get lost in your inbox and you look back a month later and you're like, oh, well, this person was actually interested. If I would have just messaged them the next day, they probably would have joined. But instead, you're too busy focusing on messaging people and not being genuine. So actually care about people and actually follow up with them and be like, hey, how's your day going? And see how things are going for them, and then follow up with them and talk about business, talk about whatever the related topic was. And then we have placing solo ads, which is extremely crucial. There's a wrong way to buy solo ads and there's a right way to buy solo ads. And what this means is solo ads is a very general topic. Solo ad is when someone takes your advertisement, your sales funnel, and they send it to their email list. And these are people with high quality email lists most of the time. It's very easy to buy cheap traffic. That's most people's first instinct is, hey, I'm going to go buy this traffic because it's really cheap and maybe I'll get a sale. Most of the time that doesn't work. You can go to Fiverr.com and buy 500 something clicks to your link, and not one of those people are quality. They're just random clicks from random places that aren't interested. What you need to do is you need to find targeted traffic, targeted solo ads, and these need to be quality trusted vendors, because anybody can take your money and they can go and they can place a BS ad and get fake clicks. They can do lots of things to scam you over. It happens on a daily basis. What you need to do is you need to find the solo ad vendor and build a relationship with them. If you don't have a relationship built with a vendor and you need solo ad traffic, that's part of the reason me and Baker are here, because we're here to help provide that need. It's a huge problem in this industry. If you are into solo ads, you know exactly what I'm talking about, but that's a huge problem. You got anything to add to that, Baker?
No, I totally agree with the solo ads, and we're going to go into that more and some of the bonuses and stuff we're going to offer people with the vendors that we've had success with. But I also want to mention, no doesn't mean no. So what I mean by that is when you message somebody and you build a relationship with them, and over time, you talk business and you offer them your opportunity and they say no, that doesn't necessarily mean no. That just means not yet. And so that means the follow-up is actually crucial to building your business, because a lot of people think like the moment you get shut down and somebody says no to your business opportunity, no matter how wonderful and amazing it is in your mind, you feel like a sense of, I just got rejected, I failed. But the reality is, people need to see your offer multiple times, law of averages, and followed up. And people will buy not necessarily the business opportunity, but they will buy from people they like and trust. And so like and trust is built over time, that with you being 100% authentic in your follow-up. So it's not always about the business from the gate. It's usually most of the time about relationship building, 100% authenticity, likability, and trust, because credibility and trust and integrity are 100% at the top of me and Nick's list whenever we recommend any products or services. So
I agree with that. Why solo ads are good? Number one, it's quicker. You can set it and forget it. You can just literally, you can book it and then you just let it go. And a lot of people, they book solo ads and they're like, okay, what's the next step? What do I got to do? And I'm just like, hey, just relax. Like you've done the work. That's part of the internet lifestyle. I'm all about living a life of freedom. That's the only reason I'm on the internet, is because I want the freedom. I want to help other people receive the freedom. And I want other people to taste what it's like to be able to set a solo ad and then just collect money the rest of the day. It's very easy to just, book a solo ad to a quality offer. As long as you have quality traffic, it will convert well. And the more you do that, the more results you'll see. And that's all about automation. And then number two is get your offer seen by at least 100 people a day, which is, it's critical. There's a reason that we keep saying that, is you need to be doing that every single day. The more quality eyeballs seeing your offer, the higher chance of more sales. But that's only if they're quality. You don't want to go to a random site and get 100 random eyeballs. You want to get quality eyeballs. And then solo ads are easier to scale up. And this is important too, because if you test a traffic source, and let's say I'm going to go back to the 100 eyeballs. Let's say you get 100 clicks for a decent price, and you get a sale from it. What you can do is you can scale that up. So let's say you're going to get 500 clicks, and now you can assume that you're probably going to get 4 to 5 sales from that, depending on if it's just like the last result. And usually, if the vendor is consistent, it will. And you can easily scale that up. There's people that will sell clicks for packages of like 20,000 clicks. That's how, you can look at that as, wow, that's too much. I'll never be able to do that. Or you can see the possibility. You see that there's people out there buying 20,000 clicks. That's because they started with 100 clicks. They didn't start off buying these big packages because they had money. Most people didn't have money. So they scale up, and once they find that source, that's quality traffic, that quality sales funnel, then it's just like an ATM. Then it just gives you money, it gives you leads, and then eventually, a converting sales funnel, you might as well have, 6 figures already, because a converting sales funnel is literally priceless. That's all I have to say for that.
No, that's true. I think that's what it is. It's the converting sales funnel that will make or break you, because you could have a great offer, but your sales funnel is not, converting. It doesn't matter what traffic source you send it to. I think at the base, would you agree, Nick, that the sales funnel has to be perfected almost to clients, so that you could just be so confident sending that to whatever traffic source you want, and then you will get some traction and some results. So we're going to talk about that more a little bit later in this presentation.
Why solo ads suck? So solo ads suck when A, your offer is not a good offer and it isn't converting. And this can happen either when you send a traffic to a sales funnel that's not relevant. So let's say someone they have a health and nutrition sales funnel that's built out. They're selling a health product at the end of their sales funnel, but their traffic source is in the make money online niche, which most of us are in this niche. And you send this traffic, these people aren't looking to lose weight, even though they probably need to because they're probably lazy, but these people are looking to make money online. They don't want to get pitched something about health and nutrition or fitness. So this probably won't convert as well. You probably won't get as many clicks, you probably won't get as many leads, and you definitely won't get any sales because these people obviously don't want this offer. So you want it to match up, and that goes back to testing. You want to get that little 100-click package, or 100 clicks to 500 clicks is like the beginning package. The rest of that is when you scale up. So that's very important that you remember that. Yes. B, the traffic that you buy is not converting into opt-ins and sales, and this can either be a problem with your sales funnel or your traffic, and that goes back to testing. The squeeze page can easily throw someone off just by the color of the background, just by the copy written, and that's why it costs a lot of money to get a perfected sales funnel, because the little tweaks can have a huge impact, and same with the traffic. C, the sales funnel you are using is not converting, and you still need to work long and hard to test it and tweak it yourself. And this is a pain, because if you have a sales funnel that's not converting, you literally have to pinpoint the one reason that people are not converting into sales. So what that means is that you have to track everything. You need to upload things that track your sales funnel, and you can use it's called Visual Optimizer, I believe, Visual Website Optimizer, it's something like that. And it literally tracks everything on your page. Why people leave your page. Maybe it's your headline, maybe it's something else. But that's something that's important, because a small tweak can literally make or break your sales funnel. Yes. And D, you are getting a lot of emails and leads from people that don't exist, non-responsive. And this happens if you go to Fiverr. I don't know if you guys know what Fiverr is, but if you go to Fiverr and you buy traffic that's really cheap, so you pay like $10 for all this traffic, usually that's what it's going to be, is people from random countries that aren't very popular, that they're not quality buyers, we're not going to be leads that buy stuff. So that's the biggest thing about solo ads, is you need to make sure that it's quality. You need to make sure that there's testimonials for sales. That's important. Anything you want to add on to that?
Yeah, because if you're getting tons of opt-ins, but you're not, those opt-ins aren't really real people, because what they could do, like on Fiverr.com, if you buy like a gajillion, clicks or whatever that they promise. Those a lot of times are just bots, and they're just fake email addresses, and you want to stay away from that. You want to get where the right vendors and have that sales funnel perfected, where it's been tested and proven already, so that you could just plug and play and start making some money.
The perfect marriage. Right offer matches the right traffic. This is the best thing in the world, obviously. You want to get the right offer to match the right traffic. So how do you know if it's a match? And you only know if the right offer and the right traffic is a perfect match after failing a lot of times and tweaking your sales capture page and picking vendors. What this means is you need to test. And internet marketing is all about testing. And here's something that I didn't plan on revealing, but I'm actually going to reveal it right now, is that we as internet marketers, we do one of two things on the internet. And the first thing is we either create a sales funnel and we have a group of affiliates send traffic to it, or we find a converting sales funnel that's already been tested, that's already been tweaked, and we send traffic to it to make money. So you either do one of those two things, you pick and choose. It's obviously easier to find a converting sales funnel and just send traffic to it. But it's really profitable if you can build your own sales funnel. It just takes a little bit more skill. So what you need to do is you need to find that perfect match, and that's what your business is going to be built on. I've listened to so many internet marketing audios, and the number one thing they say is if you want to start making money online is either create a sales funnel or find one that converts and just send traffic to it. Sometimes we overcomplicate things. It's really simple. That's all you have to do. Just get people to see the sales funnel. Quality people.
Yep, and that makes the perfect marriage because, just like in a marriage relationship, if two partners aren't matching up correctly, there's going to be issues and problems down the road unless they get it fixed. And getting it fixed is, in our industry, is tweaking, testing, and all this. So having the right offer, matching the right traffic is the perfect power team, marriage ever, and that will bring in the big bucks for you consistently, you guys. We're not talking about just a 1 day, 2 days. We're talking about consistent income that you could scale up because you have picked the right offer, you have had the right funnel, and you have the right vendors working all together in the perfect marriage.
Plus, it's going to be automated, which obviously is awesome.
Oh, yeah.
One tool that gives you leverage over the competition. Number one, the one tool at the foundation of your internet business is a solid high-converting sales funnel. We've already talked about this. Very important to have a high-converting sales funnel. Number two, with a high-converting sales funnel, you can make perfect matches easier with the right vendors. So what you need to do is you need to build relationships with vendors, and you need to go out and meet these people and learn about their business. Because if you see them, buying really, really cheap traffic and they're selling for much more, that's when the red flag raises. Because you see that you're paying, let's say, 50 cents per click, but they're buying for 30 cents per click. You're getting those little 30-cent clicks. Those leads are going to be your leads, and you're paying more. So it's best to stay away and look for those testimonials that they're actually providing a business that's high quality. And then it looks like that's supposed to be number 3 on the bottom. But with the wrong sales funnel, you will lose money, and it becomes increasingly painful to find that perfect match with the right vendor. And that's a big problem because if you have that wrong sales funnel, it's hard to tell if it's the traffic or your sales funnel. Because you could go out and you could buy from the best solo ad vendor. But if you have a garbage sales funnel, what's it going to be? It's not going to convert. You have to know if it converts or not. And that goes back to testing. It goes back to tracking. So that's all I have to say for that one. That's really important.
That's really important, and it's a great segue for the whole idea that this is a relationship business, you guys. Like, we're more in like a marathon, actually. We're building a relationship with vendors. We're testing and tweaking all the time. And so people would hear about, the people who have the best offers and the best tweaking abilities and who has the best traffic, because word gets around. So it always goes back to relationship building with these vendors, knowing these people for quite a long time and having done business already with things that actually work. And whatever doesn't work, we just kind of push to the side and continue to focus on what's working.
Exactly. Why you shouldn't use the default sales capture pages and funnels of your primary business. And the reason you shouldn't use the default capture and sales page and funnels from your primary business is because ask yourself this. How many affiliates in your company are using the same exact pages and driving traffic to the same capture pages? Which is, it's very common that these big companies, they have these capture pages and they're like, when you join, you're going to get this sales funnel that converts extremely well. And you know what? It probably converted extremely well when they first started, but when they had 20,000 people send traffic to it, that's when it starts to get recognized. People will go to the sales funnel and then they see it. They see the certain indicator that it's that business, and then they're like, oh, I already know what this is. And they probably don't know what it is, but that's when they play it off as, I don't need this. So if they see something that's brand new and custom, that's when it kind of surprises them. It takes them, takes the action away. So default capture pages and sales funnels given by the company oversaturate very fast, being seen too often. That's what I just talked about. Is they just see it too much. People, they play it off as they already know what's going on. Your capture page ideally has to be custom made and different from your company's default capture pages and funnels for increased opt-ins and sales. Now, I've met tons of people in these primary businesses, and I always ask them, what's the opt-in rate and what's the conversion rate? Because without that, that's the results. It could be a beautiful capture page, but does it really matter if it doesn't turn into leads? And if those leads don't turn into sales, it doesn't matter either. So what you need to do is you need to make sure that these leads are quality because they're going to be opting into a custom page that it leads them to something that they want. You don't want these people to opt in out of obligation or just, I don't know, just if it's a default sales page for a company, then they're knowing what they're getting into and they're not going to take it serious because they already know what's going on. They need to be something branded to you, if that makes sense. Does that make sense, Baker?
Yeah, personalized. The personalized aspect, I think, makes a lot of sense, and we could go on it. And that could be a whole nother webinar because people, like I said, are going to buy from people they like and trust, not necessarily the company. And so people could care less about, the commission structures. They could care less about the culture and all this stuff. They want to know how much money can they make, and the real way you're going to find out how much money you can make is how many people can like and trust you as the expert, as the authority figure inside of your business. So it doesn't matter whatever business company you're promoting. People are going to buy from people they like and trust. So you've got to be able to brand yourself and separate yourself from everybody else, every other affiliate inside of your company, because you want to stand out. You don't want to just look like everybody else's sales page, everybody else's capture pages that gets oversaturated within 6 to 8 months time from them saying that this converts very high, because people are buying traffic every single day. People are spending tons and tons of money, thousands and thousands of dollars every single day on traffic. You want to stand out from your competition, and you want to, have that advantage, and that's what we're going to share with you very shortly here.
How to select the right vendor. And this goes with always asking the right questions, like, have you driven traffic to this offer by other affiliates? If yes, what were the conversions? This lets you get a feel of how the traffic is going to react back to the different niches. Like, let's say somebody has a health and fitness, they have their list built on health, and you have a make money online. What if you just bought the traffic and gave them the page and they sent traffic to it and it didn't convert, all because you didn't ask the question? We want you guys to get the most out of your money here. We don't want you wasting money and having to deal with all of these difficulties that most people have to deal with. Number 2, what price point is responsive to your list? Low ticket or high ticket offers. And there's people that are selling, like I used to sell a $1 trial, and then it would lead up after 3 days, then it was $29.95 per month. So that converts if it's a low ticket list. If these people are looking for a high ticket offer that's going to be a substantial amount of value, they're obviously not going to be looking for a $1 trial, because that's probably in their eyes not as valuable as something that costs a little bit more and has a little bit more value backed up behind it. Anything you want to add to that, Baker?
Yeah, so basically, yeah, that's correct. So low ticket and high ticket offers, I mean, just from being in both worlds and low ticket, you really want to select a vendor that understands the high ticket audience and has sold a lot of high ticket things. I don't want to get into specific company names, but I mean basically you want to deal with those people because when you have a new high ticket offer and you send it to a person who's done high ticket sales, a vendor who has done high ticket sales for other people, then it's more likely that your high ticket offer is going to get sold and purchased because that's the type of audience, that specific demographic that purchases high ticket offers.
Agreed.
All right.
This is my favorite one, guys. How Nick recently purchases a new MacBook Pro easily. So how did I do it? And this comes with high ticket sales. Now, like I said, I used to sell this little dollar trial, and it was a $29.95 per month deal, and it took a while to make money. Now that I'm in the high ticket, the niche of high ticket programs, you earn more from sales. So what I did was I grinded for about 1 to 2 weeks, and literally before the 1 to 2 weeks that I grinded for this, I honestly was considering quitting internet marketing because I was contemplating whether I wanted to be on the internet all day, if this was truly what I wanted with my life, maybe there was other options for me. And, after I sat there frustrated and confused, I made the decision to just go ahead and wing it and just work online and figure things out and just force it to work. And mainly because I don't like quitting things. So I spent about 1 to 2 weeks just working extremely hard. And, I knew what I was doing. I was being consistent. I was getting 100 eyeballs to my offer. And eventually, it just started, it piled up. And it all came in with about a week. I earned about $1,200 in the week. And then 3 days after I bought the Mac, so I had $1,200. 3 days later, I had already made another $1,000. So that added up to be about $2,000 within 10 days, which is, I struggled online for a long time. And, it changes rapidly once you start to take action. So why high ticket is better than low ticket? That comes with commissions. You sell a product that costs, we won't go into detail, but let's say you make $300 to $400 commissions on a product. You only have to sell one product to make, a couple $100. That's most people's, their wage every week at a minimum wage job. Especially for people my age, they're going out and they're working 40 hours a week, and I make their whole week's pay in one day. Or you can take a product that gets you $10, $20 commissions. You'll have to sell about 30 to 40 of those in order to get a substantial amount of income. So it's much easier to sell a small number of high ticket offers instead of a large number of low ticket offers. I mean, it's just common math. It's very simple. We don't want to overcomplicate that. It's all about making more money here. So do you want to build bigger sums of cash flows by making a few sales, or make smaller sums of cash flow by making more sales? That goes back to what I just said. Just make a small amount of big ticket sales, and that's the quickest way you'll get to earning a 6, 7, 8-figure income. You can ask anybody earning that income and ask them, how do I get there? They're going to tell you to start selling high ticket offers. And if they don't tell you that, they're going to tell you to create upsells that once somebody buys a low ticket, then it goes to a high ticket. That's just a simple sales funnel. That's all that is.
Yeah, so I struggled for a long time, probably even longer than Nick, with low ticket sales. And by struggle, I don't mean that I couldn't get sales. I could get a lot of low ticket sales within a day. But I mean, we were looking at there were times where it was I was making $200 on low ticket in a month. I mean, that was how bad it was, right? As far as income with these low ticket things, because you could work extremely hard for low ticket sales and just make, just enough to buy a movie ticket or something, you know what I mean? So it's really hard to get your foot in the door and really start earning those biggest amounts of money when you are struggling with low ticket sales. Even when you're making a lot of sales in low ticket, it's still not a significant amount of money. And that's why I considered quitting, the whole network marketing space, because it was, and I'm just going to be honest and just tell my story a little bit here, is that I was all about culture building, family building, and relationship building within a family setting, right? And this is going to upset a lot of you network marketing people who are all about the movement, all about the mission and stuff like that. Internet marketing people don't understand what the hell I'm talking about. But the truth of the matter is that this network marketing space where you're making itty bitty commissions, but everybody is a freaking family giving each other hugs and kisses when they don't make any sales, and then when you make like a $25 sale, everybody's celebrating like it's your birthday and giving you a hug and kiss. I honestly think that's wrong. I think that's a scarcity mentality. And I'm only saying that because I was there. Like, people are getting super excited, okay, over making like $25 when they could be making $400 commissions easier, understanding automation processes, understanding effective time management. This is what this is all about. Is how do I get my offer effectively seen to the right target traffic in the shortest amount of time? So you have these network marketers. Once again, they're trying to build all these big teams. You guys, like 100. I have 100 people in my downline. I have 200 people in my downline. But we're all together in one mission. This is gonna piss some people off. I already know who's gonna get pissed off by this, because I have a lot of friends in network marketing. But I'm just gonna take my stand. Is that they're building these big organizations, but at the end of the day, they're making like $1,000 a month, if that, $2,000 a month, with like 100 people in their downline, and talking about mission building and we're all a family and stuff like that. Let me tell you guys this. I'm Asian American. I have a huge, gigantic family. I don't need any more family members. Okay, let's just I know Nick comes from a big Italian family. We don't need family members, you guys. We have a time and place for that. We come on the internet to build what? Freedom financially, okay, so that we could have more time to spend with this big-ass family that we already have. We're not trying to be on Facebook all day long trying to build these groups of families and being like all lovey-dovey to them. We could do that to our dogs and to our family members. Make some bigger ticket commissions, you guys. Let's cut the BS that's in this industry right now with this whole movement stuff. There's no movement here. The only movement here is the money coming into your bank account. And that's what we're going to continue to share with you here and show you how quickly and easily this could be for you if you follow along here.
All right, so what will Big Abundance do for you? And this is the company that, we put together because we wanted to help people earn these higher ticket commissions. So what we do is we create a custom capture pages. That's not from Lead Pages. It's custom for you, and we connect it to your autoresponder and your primary biz. So what that means is we literally do all the work for you when it comes to autoresponders, when it comes to sales funnels. We don't want you to have to go through all of the trouble of doing this tedious, busy work. It's not fun. So we've set it up a system to where you don't have to do any of that. And what we do is we find a legit traffic source that is right match for your offer. And usually if it's a make money online niche, I have personal solo ad vendors that I have a go-to access when I want traffic. I buy from them personally, and I would recommend anybody to it. So that's why I keep them private. I have people ask me all the time, Nick, I need a solo ad. Where should I go? I see that you're always buying solo ads. I see you're getting results. What should I do? And I tell them, I keep those private for people that work with me inside of Big Abundance, because it's extremely important that offer doesn't get saturated there. I don't want everybody knowing about, my personal source. It's, it's very private. So what we do is we write a series of email follow-ups that convert into sales, and it's been tested. It will convert into sales, and work one-on-one with me. My name is Nick, as I build your sales funnel, and I will be there online, and I will work with you in order to get that sales funnel to match whatever you're doing. So back to health and fitness. If you want a health and fitness funnel, that's set up that way. If you have a make money online sales funnel, that's how it gets set up. It will always be angled towards your primary business offer. That's very important. Is there something you want to add to that, Baker?
Yeah, and I think this is really important, this whole idea. Everything on these bullet points are extremely valuable, but I want to say work one-on-one with Nick as your sales funnel is completely incredible, because if you are building your own, if you're thinking about building your own sales funnel, the amount of money and time you're spending alone trying to do it by yourself, you're wasting a lot of time and money and energy, because why not work with somebody who is already a master at his craft of building proven sales funnels already, and then have him, kind of show you the way to do it while he's building it for you. And then if you have any questions, you could actually reach him one-on-one. So it's a lot of this whole idea that you really need somebody looking over your shoulder, building it for you as you are moving along in your process of building the perfect sales funnel. So I think that's really key, is working with Nick one-on-one as he's building your own sales funnel that converts.
The entire package cost, because this is all one package, it's one bundle. There are people that do this entire package of creating an entire custom sales funnel for up to $4,000. That's the people we're working side by side with. They're charging these $4,000 for something that we don't even charge half that. We don't believe to overcharge people, and that would make someone go broke because then they have to buy traffic to that. So we can charge that if we wanted to. Don't get me wrong. We could easily price this up to $4,000, and we can make bigger commissions off of it. But we don't want to do that because we work for the people. We saw a big problem in the industry, especially high-ticket sales, with people that have full-time jobs. They have kids running around, but they just don't have time to sit down and build their business. Or maybe they don't have the experience to get online and just do it really quick. Most of the time, they're busy spending time with the family. I meet a lot of moms that come home from work and then they're like, well, I got to put my kids to bed, make dinner, I got to do this, I got to do that. I don't have time to be doing all this. And that's where I come in. Is me and Baker, we set you up with all of this and we get you started so you don't have to sit online and teach yourself how to do all of this, because it took me like a year learning how to make this complete funnel. So we aren't selling this entire package for $4,000. I want you to understand this. We know this is a big need in this market, and it takes many hours to set up correctly, but we decided not even to price it at $2,000, which is still a great deal, because that's half the price. That's 50% off. I mean, that's a bargain, and you guys know that. So we will let you get in today at the low investment, one time of $997. And we want you to understand that we could easily charge $4,000 for this. But we will let you get in at $997. And we're going to let you have full-time access to my personal solo ad vendor. It's not just a one-time traffic deal, because when you purchase the $997 package, you're going to have traffic sent to your sales funnel that I build for you. It's going to be all completely done for you. But after that, you'll have access to my personal vendor, and you'll be able to continue buying traffic, and that's how you automate things. That is the key to automating your business, is just by having that converting sales funnel and that matching traffic, and that's exactly what I'm going to do for you when you make the decision to just get the one-time fee of $997 and get the entire package set up. Something you want to add to that, Baker?
I just want to add that I think it's a phenomenal thing that you're deciding to keep it at this low level of $997, because we're not just making up numbers here, you guys. $4,000 is like the standard cost for an entire funnel build. You have to understand, this is an entire funnel build from the beginning of the sales capture page to putting your offer in there for you, and then the series of emails and things like this. Guys, this is an entire sales funnel that is already proven to work for you, that you could absolutely just take with you, that's completely done for you. And you could even ask the Nick a billion questions if you wanted to. He doesn't mind really, because he's super patient and stuff like that. So guys, this is for anybody who's intermediate, beginner, or advanced. It doesn't matter. What you're going to need to understand is that price is never the issue. It's always your mindset. Your mindset is always the issue. If you really wanted to scale up your business and take it seriously and go from where you're at, which is 0, and then go to hero in like this month coming up, like the $10,000 a month plus, like price is never the issue. It's always your mindset. If your mindset says, yes, I really want to do that, then you're just going to take your credit card out by now, and you're going to see the value here and just get started with us immediately, because your time is valuable and our time is super valuable, and we want to maximize your income as soon as possible.
Exactly. So like you said, your time is valuable. We know your time is valuable. So get the Big Abundance Sales Funnel package today and save the most important thing in your life, which is more time. Because that's something you can't get back, is when you waste time. Why? So you can have the proper high converting sales funnel for whatever your business opportunity is. So you set up and you get ready to go correctly, getting you higher opt-in rates and more sales for your primary business opportunity. And it's important to understand that we're all about results here. And the thing is, you can use this as your secret weapon in your primary business to get that edge, to get that leading edge over everybody else and just have a custom sales funnel for whenever you want more traffic, whenever you want more leads, whenever you want more sales. Now, there's a bonus that I'm going to throw in here that when you purchase the $997 package, I will personally give you a $400 commission for every referral you get. And that is the secret to how Baker has been earning these $400 days if you've been watching him. You know, he's been earning these $400 days, and I want you to seriously imagine right now that you just earned a $400 commission and how that would feel. Because there is no better feeling than $400 getting straight sent to your bank account just from internet work. It's one of the best feelings in the world, because I felt it for the first time after struggling, and so did Baker, and it's literally a pure bliss. So that is just the icing on the cake right there, is that you have access to a high-ticket program, and you'll be able to use it to your advantage. So Baker and I want to thank you for joining this webinar. We want to thank you for being here, taking the time out of your day to watching this, and being here with us. And we want you to get your high-converting sales funnel, and we want to do it for you, and we want you to sit back and relax and have a beer or something and just let me do all the work. So Big Abundance is here for you. Here is our sales page written in that blue link right there. It's bigabundance.com/high-ticket-solutions. I will post this on my Facebook as well for those of you who are concerned. We're going to get things started. We're going to get things rolling really fast, because my job is to get you that funnel done as soon as possible, and we want things to convert, and we want the results to come in, because that's all that matters. What are you thinking right now, Baker?
I'm just thinking, honestly, the intention for this webinar is to get as many people to start getting results immediately in their business, because me and Nick are just sick and tired of seeing people on Facebook wasting time and not making any money after they've joined a company where their high hopes, and all their dreams and wishes were all put into this one big balloon, and it got inflated and it got popped. What I'm seeing right now is a cycle. Okay, I'm really good at reading cycles inside of industries. I'm very good at picking markets. I've invested in silver at $13 an ounce when it was about $13 an ounce, and then I sold it at the right time at the peak at 49. I've also been successful with real estate, buying low and selling high. What I see right now inside of this industry is a cycle, and the cycle right now is all about perfecting what? The sales funnel first, because that sales funnel is the base, the backbone, and the foundation of your internet business and your internet career, so that you could start to position yourself as the expert, the leader inside of your business, no matter what business it is, to start getting results. And that's the pure intention, because we don't like seeing people struggle so long and so hard and lose out on money. We want people to be making money quicker, faster cash flow, and we are real honest people of integrity 100% all the time, every single day. From the time we get up to the time we go back to bed, it's 100% integrity-based business. So, you guys, I hope you have an awesome day or night whenever you guys are viewing this. Make sure to click that link, get started with us for the low investment of $997, and I believe, Nick said he was going to add that bonus for you once again, you guys, so that you can become an affiliate and start earning commissions on this as well for Big Abundance. So hope you guys have a great night or day, and we will see you guys again soon. Thank you so much for joining us on this webinar.
Thanks, guys. See you later.
Thanks. We appreciate you.